Okay, shall we start?
Yeah, we can start now. We have few
Right.
participants joining.
Okay. Should we wait for maybe a couple of minutes or something? Maybe. Okay.
Yeah,
Hello, everyone. Yeah. So we're gonna wait a bit. So,
yeah,
hello.
everyone. You can start introducing yourself on the chat.
Yeah. Where are you from? Then? Where you are turning in today? From Brazil. Wow. Welcome. From London.
Hello from
From
sunny London.
yeah. India. Wow. Japan. Ahide-san.
Oh wow, that's so good.
Lima. Wow. It's just wow.
It's
Welcome,
really
really.
global. Catherine, it's
Yes.
global.
Oh, it's another. It's Japan. Just two people from Japan. This is kind of my colleagues as
Oh,
well.
welcome.
Yeah, they're 2 o'clock in the morning, basically.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
so dedicated, I must say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Right. So it's like 2 past 6. So shall we kick off then?
Yeah, I guess we can do it. We have a bunch of people around, and thank you so much from joining all over the world. This is huge, and we are so excited to have you here.
Yeah, definitely. So welcome to the Friends of Figma World Tour 2025 London session. Yay. We are so excited to have you with us as a part of this global celebration of creativity, community, and design. So, wherever you are in the world right now, you are officially part of something magical happening across 24 hours, powered by local community just like us. Right. It doesn't work though. Just a moment, please. Right. Okay. So we should probably introduce ourselves. Hello. I'm Katherine, one of the organizers here at Friends of Figma London, and I'm absolutely thrilled to be hosting this Lex of World to World. So when I'm not running design events, why I work as a digital product designer, and I love helping people grow, share, and connect through creativity. It's a joy to be with you all today. Thank you for being here. And here's my lovely colleague Divyani.
Hi everyone. Thank you for the introduction, Catherine. I'm product designer based out of London, and I'm from India. Actually, I saw a few people joining from India. So hi guys. And I am FOF London leader, and we'll be running through the presentation, and we'll be your host today. So what exactly is Friends of Figma World Tour? Catherine, you can go to the next slide.
Yeah.
Right. So it's a 24-hour global celebration of community led design sessions, all created by volunteers like us who just really love Figma and people around it. Each city is taking the stage to share, inspire, and connect. And together, we are creating one beautiful, continuous design journey around the world. And how cool is that, that you're part of this celebration?
Yeah. Very cool. Really. Right. And now let's move on to the main event. Let me introduce our amazing speaker for today, Elena Shabanova. So Elena is currently a lead product designer at PolyAI, where she works on crafting thoughtful, human-centered AI experiences. So today, she'll be sharing some valuable insights into what it really takes to design successful AI products. So feel free to show your support throughout the talk by posting your reactions and comments and also the questions. So this question, we at the end after her talk, Elena's gonna choose her favorite question, and then you're gonna have a little surprise. So please concentrate on her talk. And if you have any questions, so please drop them into the Q&A section, which we're going to open now. So Elena will answer them, maybe during the talk or after her talk. So we're in for truly inspiring session. So without further ado, I'll hand things over to Elena.
Oh, thank you, Katherine. Bonnie, I'm so happy to be here. Hope you can hear me well and see my presentation. So let me share a bit more things about me and about my background. I am more than 10 years in the design field. And I actually started as an accountant and even get a bachelor degree and master degree as an accountant. And last year I got my design degree because I decided to fight with my imposter syndrome, and I actually won. And for the last 2 years, I'm working for PolyAI. That's a AI company that builds the most human-like conversational AI. And I'm working with the most supportive and amazing design team. And I believe that anxiety is actually my superpower. And this is something that can help me to dive deeper into the most, hidden edge cases or some negative scenarios. But at the same time, it's my biggest weakness because my social anxiety is not happy for me talking right now. And actually, I have tiny YouTube blog, so you can find me here. And yeah, I'm sharing my journey, my experience, tips and tricks, how to design for AI and how to design overall. And why I decided to talk about challenges designing for an AI, about Figma, about uncertainty. It's just, yeah, I'm working for an AI, and AI is huge right now. It's moving so fast, and I know that many designers are going to have this transition into design, into AI field, and maybe they're already there. So I'm planning to share what's the difference between designing for an AI and traditional products, what's the emotional and professional reality for us. And of course, it is product design friendly and it's suitable for designers for any levels, especially junior, mid, seniors, but also it's suitable for leads who the same as I, trying to learn and lead at the same time. And I'm working for an AI product, and you can ask, is it challenging? Yes, it is challenging. Do I enjoy it? Yes, definitely. I enjoy working for an AI product. And I decided to share my struggles, my challenges, and all these things that is real for designing for an AI. So people who make this transition will be prepared mentally. And for those who are already working for an AI startups and building for and designing for an AI, I give you my virtual hug because I know it is challenging and you are not alone here. And I would like to start with innovation because basically AI is all about innovation. And everything involves really like faster than it was 10 years ago when I started. Right now, it's just like super fast. Just blink an eye and 5 startups appeared. And for traditional product, innovation is also challenging because everything works really fast, rapid iterations, new technologies, uncertainty, competitors always ahead. And we as a designers, we usually deal with it. We have to handle this. But for an AI product and a designer who work for an AI company, it's a bit more strict. It's more crucial. It's faster. It's more uncertain. Competitors, like, it's unbelievable because we are the new technology. Designers who build AI, design AI, it's all about technologies. It's all about uncertainty because basically I design for uncertainty. Sometimes I have no idea what I'm designing for because maybe tomorrow it will be different. And for the background, I use the same buttons, I use the same input components, and I create mockups, I create different resolutions for different screen sizes. I do the same as you do. I don't create conversational experience. I do interfaces. But at the same time, sometimes I have no idea how to create some interfaces just because the technology is changing. For example, the third company decided to change the API, and I have to adjust my mockups just to serve, just to enable my users to get the information they want to see. Or at the same time, to build this trust between a user who expects AI to perform in a specific way, but at the same time not to overwhelm them with everything that AI can do on the background. It is challenging, and there are some steps that can help you to overcome these challenges with new technology that all of us need to learn like every day. And there are too many of them, too many different technologies that like appears. And it is impossible to learn everything. And this is why I believe that you need to find one skill in the area of your interest. For example, it can be, oh, I am interested in generating images. So in this case, I need to master and excel at prompting for AI generators, or in understanding how these images are generated, or how to improve user experience for something like Midjourney or ChatGPT when it generates some images. So you just need to find one domain that you need to excel and then eat complexity. Because it's also about curiosity, how to overcome those challenges. Actually, curiosity is a skill that you can train. It's like muscle. It's the same as creativity. And for getting this curiosity, you need to nurture it. You need to schedule specific time slots for you just to explore things. And these curiosity sessions will help you to excel in this skill, in one skill that you decided to excel, or help you to dive into technology that you would like to achieve or like understand. And then you will go deeper and wider once you start nurturing your curiosity. And the most crucial part of what can help you to overcome these challenges that we face is actually prioritization. Because your time and mental health, they are precious. And it is impossible to spend, every day 8 hours a day on learning something. Usually you have work, you have life to live, you have your hobbies, and you need to stay focused at the same time. And at the same time, you need to learn all those technologies that give you a feeling of missing out, but you need to prioritize. You need to understand on what area you need to spend your time, or what technology you need to learn. Would it help you as a designer to move forward? Or would it help you as a teammate to achieve to gain some knowledge or achieve some skills? This is all about prioritization, because time is precious. And we moving from innovation to the design itself, about design requirements. As I said, I'm not designing a voice experience. I'm designing interfaces. This is why having these requirements is something challenging all the time when I start working on any feature. And if you think that working for an AI means that you need to become an AI engineer or be like mastered prompting or be, had degree as machine learning engineer, probably not. And it also takes some time. It will take a lot of time actually and money. But you need to have at least one person, one teammate, one user who will help you to gain these design requirements and expectation that will help you to move forward for designing for uncertainty for AI, because it's rarely a solo journey. Usually you need to have support from your team. You need to have support from engineers, from everyone around, because it will help you to solve the issue, to help user to get what they want to get using AI. And for you to design the best user experience. And one more thing why it is not solo journey, because as a designer at AI product, I need to deal with deadlines, competitors, and deal with my lack of knowledge, because I may not know everything. Technology is changing, they're evolving like every day. Everything's different than what it was 1 year ago. And I need to learn everything. And I have to prioritize things. This is why having everyone around, anyone, and asking questions might help me to gain this knowledge. Just enough knowledge that will help me to design better user experience. Enough knowledge to be able to communicate with engineers, or enough knowledge to sell the idea to stakeholders, for example, or just ask the right questions. This is enough to move forward, to gain the knowledge enough to understand design requirements and overall understand what you need to design for. And what else can help you is to understand product strategy or strategy of your company or your roadmap. Because I understand that for an AI company, having solid roadmap for like few years up ahead, it's almost impossible. I mean, everything changes so fast. And I will say like 10 times more, everything changing so fast. So it is impossible to have very long-term vision, like for a few years. But you need to understand what's going to happen to your company, I don't know, a few months ahead, maybe half a year. And it will be enough for you to understand what you should design, in what way. Should it be super polished flow, or the flow will have a few iteration in a few weeks, in a few months. One more thing is at PolyAI, we actually don't have to sell to stakeholders. Stakeholders selling to us. They are stakeholders of the technology. They are people who selling their ideas to us, and we try to understand what they want us to design. So we enable them. We enable users. We enable people who help in PolyAI to build the best voices, the best user experience, the most supportive LLM. And understanding and talking to stakeholders can help to clarify technical constraints. And it's super beneficial for us as a design team, because then we understand background of the ticket. We understand background of our work and what people expect us to do. And yeah, we have vocabulary. We learn more things. That is super cool. And it's all about users, because if we design something, probably someone will use it. And of course, we have different levels of AI literacy in our users. Basically, I mentioned that there are users who use our platform, and I design interfaces for conversational designers who work for PolyAI, or dialogue designers. They are the main users of our platform. So I design for them, and they're super AI literate. They're like super powerful users. They're amazing. They know what they're doing. They know what they want us to do. And I need to provide them all possible tools, all possible options, so they can create the most powerful AI bots, AI assistants. But at the same time, we have clients, we have users who are relying on our conversational designers or dialogue designers. We have someone who relies on someone else who provides service using our platform. In this case, they might not have the same level of AI literacy and power, but at the same time, we need to provide clarity to them. We need to have this trust between each other. And basically, of course, we're using progressive disclosure approach. But at the same time, the most challenging part here, we need to serve to very different levels. And so far, we are successful. And now I'm going to my favorite topic, the most favorite topic for our design team. I was actually cured from perfectionism since I joined PolyAI, since I started building for an AI product. Because right now I ship designs that would make me cry a few years ago. And It just like, it sounds sad. It's not sad though, because I never can do anything from beginning till the end that would be super polished, super ideal, because I know that in a few weeks I will probably have the second iteration of this feature. So yeah, I can spend time on micro interactions. I can spend time on, I know, the best ever button, but in a few weeks users will never notice change, because we will update the interface, we will update the feature, we will improve the feature. And working for an AI on different levels give you different levels of complexity. Because as a product, I wanted to have a vision, like full vision, but it is impossible. Because we have a vision, but it's blurred. It might change in a few weeks. We have user flows. Yeah, I can spend time on making perfect every path, every step. I can cover all edge cases, but I don't have time for this. And maybe a user will never find a case that I never covered. And I also can't focus too much on visual polishing and micro interactions, because like, I'm anxious. I know that if I haven't thought about this specific use case, probably someone will tell me that like, people are suffering. Users are, I know, they hate the interface because there is no this edge case. That sounds sad, but not as sad as it feels, because we are less than pixel pushers. Now we are more like entrepreneurs. So this is like tiny trade-off that we need to make, because right now we have a lot of AI tools as a designers. We have a lot of things to do. We're growing. In comparison, when I started my design career 10 years ago, the main focus was on, you need to learn your tool. You need to understand how to do the research. You need to understand how to analyze the research, summarize, and do things. And maybe it's nice if you will know how to code. Right now, you need to understand a lot. You need to know more. We all know about like the market. It is super competitive. So right now, we are not just pixel pushers. We're more than that. And to overcome this challenging perfectionism, you need to speed up your process, because progress matters more than perfect pixels or the correct spacings. Sounds sad, I know. Just like hold your tomatoes. I know what you mean. Yeah, probably it's like the most hurtful thing for us to hear, that we don't have to polish everything. But at the same time, everything, all trade-off that we do, it should be intentional. If you haven't finished one use case, it should be intentional. It should not look like it was a mistake, that you didn't have time. Because you need to prioritize everything. You need to understand, okay, I will not focus on this use case. Then what about user? What about product? Will it hurt them? Yes or no? And then you need to decide, just do pros and cons. And you need to iterate. You just need to understand that each release is just a version of your feature. It's not like final version of the product. It's just like one step. And the next step will be better for you, because you will have maybe more time to spend. Maybe you will have feedback from users that will help you to polish your flow or your mockup or the feature. And I might say that if we're talking about speed, about iteration and everything, Figma doing really, really good job for us as a designers. We have branches, we have prototypes, we have Figma Make, we have all these amazing features they provide. And yeah, I'm Figma advocate and I love Figma. I started using Figma maybe back in 2017 when we had styles. We didn't have variables, we didn't have main components. Oh no, we had main components. Yeah, nostalgia. And when I talk about Figma, it's all about Figma update guild, because we're moving too fast. And I might say last week I tried grid system, updated grid for the first time since May. And I feel with constant feel of missing out because I never had time to try the same feature in all possible ways. And I know that yesterday or today they updated grids, they added more features, they improved my user experience that I haven't experienced yet. And because of this guild, I'm going to play with grids after I finish this session because of this feeling of missing out. And my reality is that working for an AI, I actually need to adopt a lot of features. I need to always focus on everything new because what if I miss something? And my reality all the time when there are new updates from Figma, I have the same questions in my head. Will it break my design system? Will I find time to refactor all components that I have already built? And yeah, fear of missing out, always. And the reality, on PolyAI, it's actually shameful. On PolyAI, we run our design system on outdated component. We had this talk just yesterday trying to understand where to find the time on updating everything, how to update, where are we going to start, what component is the most crucial and what can wait, or should we just start over again? And it's not like I'm saying that Figma doing something wrong. They're doing everything right. I mean, it's the most useful and the most helpful tool I ever used. And I used Photoshop at the beginning. I learned all shortcuts. And Figma is amazing. And this talk is more about how to deal with it when you don't have time, but you have willing to learn your tool because you understand the tool is actually super helpful. Is you need to schedule time to explore features because you just need to have 1 hour per week so you can go through the feature. You need to understand how it works. What are the constraints, limitations? Maybe there are some edge cases that might not help you to build your next design. And of course, adopt features gradually. It doesn't mean that you have to redesign everything and every component just because there are styles, variables, or modes. You need to understand what's the most crucial part of your design system, or what's the most crucial component or page or file or feature that you're going to use. Or maybe you don't have to do anything with the design system and you just go for, I know, V0, Figma Make, Lovable, anything else than creating design system. And of course, it's about sharing and learning. It is crucial for you to learn something and then go and share it. Because in this case, it's some sort of mental exercise because you have some sort of obligation and responsibility. Since you learned something, you need to share it with your teammate, with, I know, a colleague, maybe your friend. So in this case, you will own this knowledge. Your knowledge will be deeper. And also it's about habit of exchanging knowledge inside of your team. And since I'm lead product designer at PolyAI, working for an AI startup in uncertainty, I'm leading and learning. And it is super fun because I have responsibility as a manager as well. I have responsibility as a leader. And I also mentor other designers. And right now I just shifted from leading with expertise, with leading with learnings. I basically lead people and teach them what I just learned yesterday, literally. It sounds awful, but at the same time, it's not helping with my imposter syndrome. But I don't have time for imposter syndrome right now, so I'm focusing on everything, like deliver the knowledge, make sure that people I manage, they have everything they need to make sure that I'm leading in the right direction and doing right things. And when I'm talking about leading I need to just make sure that I do make some decision with certainty and confidence. So I need to find way for me to gain this confidence, to make things more certain than it was before. Design exercise, like what do we know, what we don't know, what we need to learn. And of course, balancing vision and reality. When we're working for an AI startup, everything sounds possible. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes some things are still impossible, but we need to make sure that we could move closer to this vision, something that is impossible a bit later on, once technology will be advanced enough. And of course, it's about translating the unknown. From engineers to designers, from designers to engineers, to stakeholders, users, it's all about translating things, and sometimes I'm failing. I don't know everything. Sometimes I may not know everything that I need to share, and I'm making mistakes. And I'm super grateful that our design team is so supportive. When we fail, like each of us or one of us fail, we support each other. And the same for the company. I mean, company is so supportive. Everyone at PolyAI try to help as much as possible because we all in the same boat. We all deal with uncertainty. Everyone don't know what they're doing. This is so cool. And how to overcome, for leaders, how to overcome this uncertainty and make sure that they lead in a better way, in a better future. Do the design challenge. What do we know? What we don't know? What we don't know, we don't know. And what do we need to learn? All of those questions, just dump people with questions. This is something that's really helpful and helped me many times. Built-in workflow for small experiments. It's all about small experiments because when you lead in someone, you experiment a lot. Of course, if you have 30 years of experience and you build the first AI, probably you have all possible experience you need to have. But I don't. Many people don't have this experience. So this is why we need to iterate. We need to have experiments. We need to fail to learn. But you need to fail in small pieces. So then it's not that critical for the company or for your teammates. You will not fail them. You fail only on your area of responsibility. And this is something that you need to do more often because then you will learn more often. And of course, it's about balance because you need to do hands-on work, but at the same time, you need to think about strategy, about vision, about the future of your product or design team, manage them, just handle their queries. But at the same time, you need to be connected and grounded because as a leader, as a manager, you need to protect your people, you need to protect your team. Support them, help them, and at the same time, you need to be close to them, but at the same time, being out and do your responsibility, your work, like in general. And all those skills about being a leader or designer or fight with innovation, not fight with Figma, but accept those changes and find time to learn them. All of these items will be super helpful if you are moving into AI field or already dealing with it, but still have some doubts, maybe some challenges. There are more than that, actually. Every company, they have their own challenges. Every type of AI product, they have their own challenges, different approaches, different technology brings you more and more different type of things that you need to handle. It is cool. I still can say that I do love working for an AI. I love designing for an AI, and I love dealing with uncertainty. It gives me perfect balance between me feeling uncomfortable because I don't have knowledge, and at the same time, I still have design knowledge, like hard skills, soft skills as a design leader, as a person who usually need to present things, fight for design decision, or like say why purple color is better than red color, for example, for buttons. And I hope these tips were helpful somehow. And one tiny thing that I would like to mention is you need just to find joy and your growth in this chaos, especially AI chaos. Right now, everything's so unpredictable. So just like find joy and be happy. Thank you so much. I'm looking forward to answer your questions, and I hand over microphone back to Katherine.
Thank you so much. And maybe for Divyani.
Yes, thank you so much, Alina. You have shared such a brilliant presentation, and I hope all of us have so many insights to go and apply in our daily life and a lot of takeaways. So, thank you. Now that we have got some time for a few live questions, I could see that we have four questions on the chat box. So, maybe we can start answering them. And if you have any more, feel free to drop in the comments.
Yep. And also bonus, this our speaker, Elena, will be choosing her favorite questions at the end of this QA session to win a little surprise, which you can see it. This is a Figma store gift card of 50 US dollar plus free shipping. So let's dive into the session.
Yes.
Right.
Um, okay, so should we answer the question first?
Yep. Okay. So we have, okay, quite a few then. Wow. Right.
Exactly. Um,
Maybe from the top.
Okay, so what's the one positive side you can mention about AI?
Mhm.
Everything, not like everything is positive, of course. Of course, I have fear of AI taking my job, but at the same time, I have backup plan. But if you're talking about working for an AI, I believe it is, for me at least, it is ability to shift my focus really fast and learn things because I love learning everything every day. This is why working for an AI company is always about like you learn, you learn, you learn, and then you share. So this is cool. If it's not about this thing, please clarify your question because it might be super broad to answer. I can go to the next question, right?
yes.
Yeah, yes, please.
How to find that joy? It's actually about self-reflection because you need to have maybe a diary where you just log each time when you have like deal with one task and then you find out that you actually enjoyed working on this task or a ticket, and maybe during like workflow you like the area when you love to talk to your clients, to users, or maybe pushing pixels. It's all about joy. So you just need to find where, just self-reflect. Just try to understand yourself. Try to understand and scan your mood. What's the area of your work can help you to find this joy. Yay. Okay, the next one. In such a fast-paced product, do you still have time for user-centric design? Yeah, of course. I mean, it is impossible to design without users in my mind, and everything we design is user-centric. We use AI and provide AI as something that can help users. So in this case, AI is a partner to our users, not like something that do work instead of them. So it's more like a supportive approach. And yeah, of course, user research. Sometimes of course, dealing with deadlines means that sometimes we give up on user research before publishing or pushing to release. But if the feature is ambiguous, of course, we need to have user research. We need to understand what to do, why we need to do. We might have few iterations of user research, different type of research, quality, quantitative, everything depends on the ticket and problem. And or Our AI products is flying blind with assumptions. Sometimes, as I said, depends on the feature. Sometimes we're flying blind. Sometimes our features are hypotheses that we're checking. It's all based on deadlines and our expectations, and also it's all about risks. If we understand that our hypothesis might be not as risky as others, then we can just deliver blindly. I know it doesn't sound cool, but if you're dealing with deadlines in AI startup, you have to do this sometimes. Is there a strategy for the future to bring user back to the center of the process? As I said, users are in the process, in the center of this process. We change our AI tools, AI features, and like we fine-tune our AI based on the user feedback. So PolyAI building something for users, for people. So it's user-centered. And the next one, how to conduct unbiased discovery for an AI featured product, especially when there is already an assumption that AI is the best solution. Great question. I mean, working for PolyAI, if I'm talking about PolyAI, we provide AI features already. We're like saying like big letters like AI is here. This is why our clients, they already know like, okay, there is AI, so they have some expectations, so they're already biased. And we usually do discovery on people who know what we're doing. We rarely do discovery and research on people, users who never heard of us or never used it. Because it's not like Instagram or any other tools like Google, where everyone can just jump and start using it. We have to understand, we have to make sure that users know what they're doing. So they have context, more context. So sometimes it's impossible to have users, like random users. So they biased, everything biased, unfortunately, yeah. Can I share some effective strategies, tips for onboarding less experienced user to an AI-powered application? Talk to them. You always can start talking and sharing, like do the onboarding for your friends, partners, colleagues who have no idea about what your product doing. So this is like step one. You need to bring one person and try to understand how they deal with the interface. Do UX tests, understand the error rate for this person, because they have no idea how to do the onboarding, how to do the stuff with AI-powered application. And strategies and tips to onboarding, like right now we're dealing with it, and I believe that giving as much information and anticipate the need and anticipate biases and provide more information, be transparent to users, this is something that can help them to onboard and adopt the feature or product easier. And the next one, what's one thing you wish you knew about AI UI UX design when you start that could help beginners today? Be curious. And don't feel that asking a question is something bad. The more questions you ask, the more answers you get, and you will learn more, and you will like do your job faster, you start working faster, you start failing faster, of course, but you will get experience. So yeah, asking questions. I wish someone said something like that, because I thought like, okay, I should be smart. If I ask a question, means I don't know anything. And it is okay not to know something, because like, come on, you just started. I don't expect juniors to know everything, or interns. It is okay not to know things. Okay, next. For an AI-driven product operating in such a fast evolving environment, what iteration length in terms of time does your team consider optimal or acceptable? Oh, that is interesting. Depends on the cruciality of feedback. If the feature is really crucial for the product, like flagship feature, something that is our differentiator, then we try to do as fast as possible. Sometimes between iteration might take a few weeks, up to 2 weeks. Usually we have a few months because we need to gather feedback, we need to understand the priorities, whether the other features are more crucial right now at that moment of time than others. But again, if we're talking about like super cool feature that definitely will help our product to earn all possible money on this planet, yes, probably a week or less. And what factors most influence your decision on iteration duration? Oh, I just answered the cruciality of the feature and the level of feedback. I mean, level of the negative feedback, of course. Because we user-centered, so users means a lot and everything to us. So we try to make them happier. Which AI is better for creativity? Good question. Actually depends on the task you're trying to perform, because it can be anything. As a design team, we try to use Figma Make for really fast mockups. We just started recently. Before that, we tried using V0. And both of these features are super cool for, not for creativity itself, but like something that can help you start. And this is something that can spark your creativity, because like, oh, I can see like a edge case or layout that I haven't thought about, or something new. So this is something that can help you to have creativity. But basically, it's not AI that makes you creative. It's you who make you creative, because creativity is a muscle as well. You can train it. And probably I need to create a YouTube video for creativity things. So I will try to cover it. How to design for AI rather than using AI to design? Nothing bad about using AI to design, actually. This is our new reality. So if it helps you to design better, design for AI better, then feel free to use. There is no shame in using AI. I mean, this is our life right now. This is our reality. And to design for an AI, you need to understand what your AI do. And understand what user need this AI to perform, and give the transparency. And of course, you need to understand the technical constraints, limitation, and input and output that AI, your LLM, expect to get from users or from you if you are a user. So I know it's really like wide and broad explanation. It's more like it depends on your product and what solution you try to achieve. And the next one, you mentioned about the leading by learning, which resonates. How do you make sure that everybody in your team is sharing mistakes and adopting new tools? We have trust between each other. This is why if we fail, we know, because the other person will share their failure. They will share things that gives them like challenges, struggles, and we try to support each other, because we build this. I hope we build this environment where it is safe to share your failures. Because when you can share things, other people can learn, and there is no shame in making mistakes, and we build this environment still, I hope. And adopting new tools, it's more like we need to find time. Just recently, we had a discussion that we need to have sessions when we can try new tools, schedule session, as I give you one of the tips, that you need to schedule time to analyze and try to find tool and just dive in and learn and share. Just checking, your Q&A just finished and I lost the question. Did I?
It's okay. You can't see.
I
Okay,
cannot find it.
okay,
Sorry.
I'm gonna start again, but please, we got a kind of still
Oh,
four.
they changed the order. That's okay. They changed the order.
Okay. So can you still see that?
Yeah, still.
Okay,
can see.
great.
Sorry.
Okay. Okay, please go on. Yeah.
Yeah, never tried this platform before. Okay, the second part of the question, sharing adoption new tools. Yeah, just need to schedule adoption and trying. Any practical tips to implement tomorrow? Oh, just schedule time tomorrow and start adopting a tool. Schedule a time with your team and share, like, how do you feel? What was the most challenging part of your work during the last week? And they will share their mistakes. They will share their doubts. And then just to start tomorrow, schedule it to tomorrow. I hope it will help. The next one, can Figma be useful beyond UI design for storytelling, pitch deck, or educational design? Obviously, yes, everything. Of course. For Figma is like perfect because you have canvas and you can do everything with it. Yeah, just you can do everything. I know that a long time ago people tried to do games on Figma like chess, and you can play chess with other people on Figma. So it's not just educational design, it's just like for fun, entertainment. So everything, be creative. Just allow yourself to do everything you want to do. How can we prevent biases inherent in AI from affecting our designs and keep them free from stereotypes? Oh, that's really cool. I also thought about stereotypes and how to make AI unbiased, but taking into account how AI trained, it might be biased, because if we're talking about inheriting AI from our designs, it means that our design should be high quality, and they might have some other qualities that make them feel that it is good design. So then AI will learn from good designs. Then they will generate good designs. So only feeding AI good designs can make it unbiased and not affected by other type of designs. And yeah, happy that you joined from Colombia. How do you see human-centered design versus humanity-centered design? Good question. It can be both, just different levels from my perspective. Humanity and human, it's really similar because it's all about us. And I understand that it is about the point about AI and human interaction. Right now, I don't have clear answer about humanity-centered, is it good or bad? Will we have humanity-centered design as a like separate term, or like, I don't know, concept, like user-centered design or any other type of designs? But I can see that they're similar. They are for our reality because AI is literally everywhere. So they're just like different level. And we're not serving for humans as like singular, a human, but like humanity in general. So it's all about being biased, being secure. So AI should be ethical, safe, have guardrails and everything to protect us. It's also about our privacy information, ethics again. So I guess we are coming to humanity-centered design. And the last one, what to do with burnout when the level of uncertainty in new tools of the charts? You deserve a hug. This is a great question. Yes, burnout in this field, in this era, is no joke. This is why we need to be more attentive to ourselves, and we need to understand, our level of productivity, our mood, the same as how to find your joy, how to find out that you burn out, actually. We need to look inside and understand that, actually, for the last, 12 days, I have zero energy and I don't want to start working on anything. You need just to take sick leave or take a vacation or try to understand, are you doing okay in general? Do you need to have help? Sometimes even talking to your teammate might help, because if you burn out at work, probably someone else nearby experienced the same. And if one person is going to closer to be burnt out, this fire can catch another person. So you need to protect yourself, and also you need to look after someone else nearby because they also might be close to burnout. And it's definitely no joke. So yeah, just take care of yourself. Yeah.
Amazing. I think you answered all the questions so well.
Oh yeah, thank you so much. There are so
Yeah.
amazing questions. It would be hard to find one.
Yeah, I think the as a part of next step, you have to select one question that we can give this gift card to.
Yeah.
Oh, it's challenging. I should have had it, but challenging to find a person who deserve all of them. All of them definitely deserve gift card.
Yeah.
Can we split this gift card to all of them? Mm, okay.
Hard to choose.
Yes,
Yeah.
obviously. And also, I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. I mean, all
Yeah.
questions are amazing.
Yeah.
And like, I'm more than happy to debate with everyone if they disagree. I mean, not debate like quarrel or fight. It's more like smart questions, amazing questions. You guys really raised amazing points and have different perspective. It's pretty cool. Find me on LinkedIn. I'm more than happy to like find out the truth. I really love question about biases that might be inherited from NI and affecting our designs from Nicole Ramirez. Is that okay that she will gift? I hope she.
Yep.
Sorry if I mispronounced.
Yeah,
So
in fact, that was
Nicola.
a great
I
question.
believe it's Nicole.
Okay.
Yay!
Congratulations,
Nicole.
Nico from Colombia.
Congrats,
Yes.
Nicole. Thank you for your question. This is amazing.
It's a very apt AI question and can understand the ambiguity around that. So, very well asked. And thank you, others, for participating and asking the good questions.
Yeah. And then we're gonna contact you, Nicola, after the session. So via email, I think. So let's stay in touch about the price. Right.
Awesome. Let's move to the next slide. All
Yeah.
right.
Mhm.
So before we wrap up, here's a quick look at what's coming up next on this world tour. We have got two fantastic sessions starting right after this one. You can see the topic on the right side. And next, Catherine, you can go to the next slide.
Yeah. Okay. So this is the other one. So there are two channels. One is for English speaking, and the other one is this is Portuguese. So there are two, and then you can access through this QR code. Right. And then all sessions will be available later on the YouTube if you miss anything. Right.
Great. So we would really love your feedback before you go. This event is community led from start to finish, and your thoughts help us shape what the World 2 can become next year. So if you can just take 30 seconds to scan this QR code on the right side of your screen and tell us how it went. Every voice helps.
Yeah.
Yeah. And before we say goodbye, just take a moment to soak this in. These are all the incredible Friends of Figma chapter who came together to make this event possible today. And
And it's a beautiful reminder that the design is not just the pixels, it's about people, as Elena said many times in her talk. And as we always said, nothing great is made alone.
right, so let's give one more big round of applause to Alina for such an inspiring talk.
Yeah. Thank you again for joining us today, for being part of this wild and wonderful journey, and see you next time.
Bye, everybody, and have a good day ahead.
Thank you.
Bye.